Hello everyone, welcome to the second video of Advanced Python Programming series. In this video, let's discuss about Lambda functions. So Lambda function or anonymous function is a function without a name. It behaves similar to normal function, but syntax is different. Let's see this with an example. So first, let me create a method with the def keyword, and then I'll convert the same to Lambda expression. So let me take an example of add method which will add two numbers. So def add x comma y, then it returns x plus y. So lambda expression, the syntax of lambda expression is lambda space the arguments which are passed to it, then a colon, then the return expression. So now I'll convert the add method in terms of lambda expression. So lambda space the arguments passed to the add method is x comma y, and then colon, then the return statement is x plus y. Note here, we are not adding the return statement here. Whatever the expression which gets evaluated in the lambda expression, it is automatically returned. The reason this is called as anonymous function is because this function does not have any name. Here you can see it has arguments and the return statement, but nowhere the function name is mentioned here. That is why it is known as anonymous function. Now let me store the lambda function inside a variable. Since functions are objects in Python, we can assign it to a variable. In my previous video called functions in Python, I have explained about function as object. So please do check that video so that it helps in understanding the concept of function as object. I'll leave the link to that previous video in the description below. So now let me assign this lambda expression to a variable. So I'll name it as add ref. Now let me call the add method with 2 comma 3, and let me print this. So if I run this, I see 5 as an output. So let me call the lambda expression now with same 2 comma 3 as parameter. So and I'll print this. I'll comment the add call here, and let me print this now. So using the lambda expression also, we can see it is printing 5. So now that we saw an example about lambda expression wherein we converted a normal method to a single line expression, let's see when to use lambda expressions. So in general, lambda expressions are used in higher order functions. And these higher order functions are functions which will take another function as an argument. So I have explained this concept in my previous video as well. So please do check it out. So let's take an example of filter as higher order function. So the filter is an inbuilt method in Python. The syntax of filter is filter takes function as first argument and iterable as second argument, and it returns an iterator. So the working of filter function is that for each element in the iterable, the function is evaluated, and if the function returns true, then those elements are stored in the iterator, and as a whole, the iterator will be returned from the filter function. So let's see an example on filter function. So first, let's create a list of random numbers. So now let's create filter function. As you can see here, filter function takes in two arguments. First argument is function and second argument is iterable. So in place of function, I'll create lambda function. So this lambda expression checks if the number is divisible by 2 or not. So if the number passed to it is even, then this lambda will return true, and if it is odd, then the lambda will return false. Then in place of iterable, I'll pass the list which we had created. Now if I print this, and so when I run this, it displays filter object at some address. So let me convert this filter to a list. And now if I run this, you can see here it is printing all the even numbers. So what is happening here is for each element in the number list, so it will be iterated and passed to the lambda function. So the first element 1 will be passed to the lambda function first. So 1 mod 2 will return false, and that will not be stored in the return value of filter. Then the next value is 2. 2 will be passed to the lambda function, and this will be evaluated to true. So this will be stored in the return value of filter. So the same way, it keeps on iterating over each value, and it will be passed to the lambda function. Whichever is evaluated true, that will be stored in the return value of filter, and that is the list we are getting here. So that is all I had on lambda functions. We saw what is lambda function and its use case on when to use it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. So thank you for watching.